Hey guys, Maddie here again. Here to share some information about the spirit leopard that I found in SHOLAZAR Basin. Not going to say the pet's name because I screw it up every time, so forget that. I was actually able to tame him today. Just so you're aware, he looks like this. If all goes well, you should see a little picture of him on your screen. I was camping this area pretty much most of the day. I probably started about 4 o'clock this morning. Of course, this guy is really, really hard because he has like 7 spawn locations around the map. One here, one here. I think it's this one. One here, one here, one here, one over here somewhere, and one over here, I believe. If those are all correct, they have them on WOWHEAD and everything. But yeah, 7 spawn locations, and the forum did have a lot of great information, but there was nobody posting a lot of times about when they tamed him and everything. So when I was on WoWhead, there was actually one player out of the 2,000 plus comments that are on there. Let me find him really quick because his information was actually really helpful. I was about to go with the guy who said, you know, just forget all hopes of ever getting this pet, just because there was such lack of information. But one guy on here was like, you know, forget all the flying around in circles, which is what I was doing. And he was like, just, you know, sit at this one location. And, you know, you're going to have better chances because you're not flying around. You can't potentially miss something, blah, 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 blah. So, Ruby Kiss 555 put on there to sit at this location and just kind of watch for everything. So, that's what I did. I was like, screw it, I'm tired of flying around. So I sat at this location literally since about 4 o'clock this morning. I did a couple laps as like there was more hunters in the area when I did the /who. I was like, maybe they're seeing something I'm not. I just want to get an idea of who's out here. Alliance was really taking over the area, so I was like, ugh. So I just sat here. Based on Ruby Kiss 555, the comments that he had on there, a lot of people were saying this worked great, this spot worked great, but nobody was really giving any timers really as to when they caught him. Sometimes I could compile just based on general information. Was 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 11:57 a.m., 12:13 a.m., 12:13 in the morning, 7:40 p.m., 10:04 p.m., but again, they weren't saying if that was their time zone, if it was a different time zone, if it was a server time zone, so it wasn't really much to go on. So what I did was I tried to get on here as often as I possibly could. I had other things going on my main character. I probably popped over to my hunter about, I want to say 11 o'clock my time, which is technically 12 o'clock server time. I knew I had this time of like 12:13 a.m. So I was like, okay, I'll just kind of hang out and see what's going on. So I was actually just sitting here with a buddy. We were screwing around in Discord, and my NPC scan went off, and I wasn't even prepared. I was laid back in my chair. I wasn't doing anything, and when it blasted in my ear, I damn near fell out of my chair, and there he was, and I tamed him. He popped at 1:26 Eastern Standard Time. That's my server time. We're on Eastern Time. That would be 12:26 my time, which was Central. So he did pop at this specific location at that time for me. I've been busy answering a lot of hunters because I do like to put in chat that he was captured and what time, so people out here farming, you know, can kind of base their opinion on this. I did kind of suggest that people sit right here because this does just seem to be a very common spot along with this Nezingwary right here and here. Those 2 spots are very common. I see a lot of people posting that they get them there. And then these 2 spots by the apes, I see a lot of people posting that they got them there. I think you guys are better off just picking one spot instead of flying around. There's way too many hunters out here to keep flying around. You're going to miss something. If you're on the other side of the basin, and for some reason his spawn timer pops over here, you're going to miss him because somebody is going to be over here. Really easy to tame. I, of course, am 110, so all I had to do was tame him. Obviously, if you're any type of at-level hunter or anything like that. I mean, I don't know what spells you get at what level anymore. Turtle Shell, Binding Shot. I mean, I don't imagine it could be too terribly difficult, but yeah, he's wicked cool. Really happy I got him. My hands did that whole thing. Like I said, I was laid back, and my hands did that whole thing where I was like freaking out, and like I almost forgot what the hell I was doing, and I was afraid I was going to right-click on him and shoot him in the face and he would die. So yeah. I hope that helps some people. This bot does seem to be very common. When I do log in, there's a lot of hunters here. So I think they kind of know the secret too. A lot of hunters also like to sit, I think it's like right here somewhere. I see a lot of hunters over here. Maybe it's even over here. I just went with this because this is where the forums had a lot of the information and somebody took a lot of time to give that information. So again, I mean, huge shout out to RubyKiss555. I mean, he posted this way back in 2009. But it still seems true to this day. It actually worked. It took me 1 day to get this pet. And thanks to everybody that's kind of tied to his forums that took the time to comment what information they did have about it, because that really helped as well. So again, if you guys like my page and my video, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, pass around, let everybody know, and I'll see you on the next video.